The Haas VF-23 has been characterised by the team as a massive rework. And for good reason, given if you look closely, there are some very telling changes that reveal key aspects of the design concept. The 2023 Haas broke cover during a shakedown on a filming day at Silverstone on Saturday for 100 kilometres of running. Through its technical partnership with Ferrari, Haas uses a huge number of latest specification Ferrari parts. While it has to design key aspects of the car itself, such as the aerodynamic surfaces, the monocoque and the front impact structure, it can use Ferrari-designed transferable components. That means the Haas VF-23 can also give us a few potential clues about what to expect from the new Ferrari SF-23 when it is launched. The Haas VF-23 is the second car to be designed and developed by Haas's relatively new technical department based in Maranello, which was set up ahead of 2021. This is headed up by technical director Simone Resta, who has said the new car addresses the many lessons learned last year. Although there's plenty of carryover of last year's concept, Resta indicated many components have been reworked. He described the 2023 car as being born from a better rhythm and better collaboration as a team, and suggested the surface level changes do not do justice to how different the car is under the skin. That means there's plenty of small but very significant changes that highlight where Haas has found ways to create more performance. At first glance, the sidepod treatment of the car is very similar to last year's, but take a closer look and you'll see some very significant changes at the front of the sidepods that have a clear impact further back on the car. Following the trend set by Red Bull, the cooling inlet at the front of the sidepod is set further back than last year. Below that, the inlet leading into the powerful underfloor Venturis has also been moved back a little. This is likely to be a common design trend this year insofar as teams want to maximise the distance between the front wheels and the front of the floor in order to feed the optimum airflow to the floor and sidepods. This will also work the front corner of the sidepods harder in terms of how they condition the airflow. While the shape of the sidepods is ostensibly similar, there is evidence that the internals have been repackaged. Because the front of the sidepods have been moved back a little, the sidepods have been made longer with the various internal components, most significantly the various coolers, modified to suit the slightly narrower sidepod design. Given these are Ferrari internals, it could indicate it is also going in that direction. But the shape of the sidepods are similar in concept to last year's, particularly the direction taken with the Hungarian Grand Prix upgrade that moved Haas closer to Ferrari's distinctive design. Haas has increased the upper surface area of the sidepod, so it's even more Ferrari-esque. The engine cover is also reshaped and more tightly packaged in places, with a mandatory fin on the rear edge bigger than last year's, which gives good visibility for the MoneyGram decals. Note how detailed the curvatures of the bottom of the fin and the top of the engine cover below it are. The front suspension continues to be a pushrod configuration with pull rod at the rear, as it was last year. Again, these are Ferrari supplied parts. Haas made a strong start to last season, but it was unable to maintain its early form. It still managed to finish 8th in the Constructors' Championship, its best result since finishing 5th in 2018. That meant an increase in prize money on top of the extra revenue it has attracted through its new title sponsorship from MoneyGram. Resta has suggested these increased resources have been factored into Haas's budget for 2023 and will give extra resource to invest on the technical side. He said the aim is to have a stronger programme of upgrades compared to last year. In 2022, team principal Gunther Steiner warned that upgrades can be overrated, but with the team indicating its spending will be upped in 2023 to hit the cost cap, provided its technical team is working as well as it appears to be, the increase in the development packages means it's better placed to fight in the midfield throughout the season. The lack of such spending last year also meant Haas had something else to fix: weight. With the minimum weight of the car continuing to be 798 kilograms this year after plans to shave 2 kilos off were dropped, getting closer to, or ideally down to, the weight limit was a priority. Every team has been battling with this challenge under these rules, which is why we saw so many teams strip back as much paint as they could last year to save a few grams. Haas's new livery for 2023, featuring far more black, enables it to follow that trend as well. However, the team also has more scope than many rivals to save weight with components for this year, as its lack of development meant it was unable to focus on bringing lighter parts in the same way as other teams did during 2022. That means that if the Haas VF-23 is as quick as the team expects it to be, it should finally be able to sustain its performance level throughout the season.